Gentlemen, let's have an honest conversation, because if you're past 50, you've probably noticed your mornings don't feel quite the same anymore. And I don't just mean feeling a little groggy. I'm talking about the kind of mornings that used to make you feel alive, confident, and ready for the day. Now instead, you pour your coffee, you get a quick boost, and before long you're dragging again, wondering why your energy doesn't last, and why your body doesn't respond the way it once did. But here's the truth. Your daily coffee is already a ritual, and with a few simple upgrades, it can go from being a temporary pick-me-up to becoming a powerful tool for supporting blood flow, hormones, energy, and vitality. And it doesn't require anything exotic or complicated. Just everyday ingredients you can find in any grocery store. Coffee on its own gives you that caffeine kick, sure, but it also taxes your adrenal system and spikes your cortisol, which leads to that familiar mid-morning crash. And what men over 50 really need isn't more spikes and crashes. It's stability, it's circulation, and it's support for the hormones that keep you feeling like yourself. Which is why the first ingredient I always recommend is cinnamon, a spice that not only adds a warm, sweet aroma to your cup but also works as a natural regulator of blood sugar, which is critical because unstable blood sugar quietly damages your arteries and blood vessels over time, the very same vessels that supply oxygen-rich blood to your heart, your brain, and yes, the areas of your body that control performance. And cinnamon's unique compounds increase nitric oxide, helping those vessels stay flexible and open while also lowering inflammation. And men who start adding even a quarter teaspoon daily often report steadier energy, sharper focus, and even a return of morning vitality they thought was gone. Not to mention, it makes your coffee taste like something straight out of a cafe without the sugary syrups. The second upgrade is cocoa powder. Not the instant hot chocolate mix loaded with sugar, but raw, unsweetened cocoa, which is one of the richest natural sources of flavonoids, compounds proven to relax blood vessels, lower blood pressure, and improve circulation. And considering that nitric oxide levels naturally decline with age, dropping by nearly 50% by the time you hit 60, this is no small thing. Because low nitric oxide is directly tied to weaker blood flow and sluggish performance. But cocoa can reverse that trend. And beyond circulation, cocoa contains magnesium, which supports testosterone production, and compounds that stimulate feel-good brain chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, meaning your mood lifts naturally, your stress eases, and you start the day not just awake, but genuinely motivated. Plus, that subtle mocha flavor it adds to your coffee makes the upgrade enjoyable instead of a chore. Then there's maca powder, which is often overlooked but incredibly powerful. This Peruvian root has been used for centuries to enhance stamina, fertility, and energy, and unlike caffeine, it doesn't push your body artificially. It works gradually to balance hormones and strengthen your system from the inside out, functioning as an adaptogen that helps regulate your stress response while supporting testosterone and libido. And modern studies confirm what ancient cultures already knew, showing that men who take maca regularly report higher energy, better mood, and noticeable improvements in their intimate life. And what's remarkable is that these changes aren't fleeting. They build week after week, creating a steady foundation of strength and vitality. And in coffee, it blends smoothly, adding a nutty, caramel-like taste that feels indulgent without being unhealthy. Next, we bring in healthy fats in the form of coconut oil or MCT oil, and this addition alone can completely change how your coffee fuels you, because while caffeine gives you a quick spark, pairing it with medium-chain triglycerides from coconut oil creates a slow, sustained release of energy that lasts for hours, eliminating the 10 a.m. crash that sends most men running back for a refill or reaching for a muffin. And the science here is simple. Testosterone, the very hormone that drives energy, strength, and libido, is synthesized from fats, not sugars. So when your diet is too low in healthy fats, your body struggles to produce enough. But adding a teaspoon of coconut or MCT oil gives your body exactly what it needs. And men who make this a daily habit often notice not just steadier energy, but improved focus, better workouts, and even greater fat burning thanks to the way MCTs are metabolized directly by the liver for fuel. Finally, we come to ginger, a humble root with powerful effects. Its spicy warmth not only adds a kick to your coffee, but also enhances circulation by reducing inflammation and improving blood vessel flexibility. while also boosting testosterone production by protecting the testes from oxidative stress, with clinical studies showing increases of nearly 18% in testosterone after consistent use. And ginger also aids digestion, calms nausea, and fights joint pain, making it a multi-purpose upgrade that supports your whole body. And the beauty is you don't need much. Just a slice of fresh ginger or a pinch of powder is enough to feel the difference. Now, you don't have to use all 5 of these upgrades at once. In fact, it's better to introduce them gradually so your body can adjust, starting with cinnamon one week, adding cocoa the next, and then experimenting with maca, coconut oil, or ginger until you find the combination that makes you feel your best. And for many men, even 1 or 2 of these changes are enough to see results within weeks. My personal weekend blend is a powerhouse mix of coffee, cinnamon, cocoa, coconut oil, and ginger, blended into a creamy, frothy drink that not only tastes incredible but fuels my body for the entire morning, leaving me sharp, energized, and confident. And here's the bigger message. Aging doesn't have to mean decline, and you don't need to rely on expensive supplements or prescriptions for every problem. Sometimes the most effective solutions are sitting right in your kitchen waiting to be used, and by upgrading your daily coffee, you're turning a simple habit into a daily practice of self-care that pays off in your energy, your health, and your confidence. So tomorrow morning, when you pour that cup, remember it's not just coffee. It's a chance to restore your vitality with a spoonful of simple, natural ingredients. And now I want to hear from you. What do you add to your coffee? And which of these will you try first? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Come back and share your results. And let's start a conversation that helps other men make these changes too, because you never know who needs this information. And if this video gave you something valuable, don't forget to click like, hit subscribe, and share it with a friend. Because sometimes the smallest everyday tips can make the biggest difference in a man's life. Stay strong, stay sharp, and fuel your mornings the right way.